Today's topic is going to be about the cost of living in Chiang Mai for me, and also a little transparent guide to my finances. That this video brings you guys some value in case you're thinking about traveling or moving to Thailand. I hope it gives you a good sense of how much money you really need to make this happen. Okay, so like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, how I afford to travel for such a long time, I have four main expenses that I need to account for. Those are accommodation, transportation, food, and extras. And in this video, I decided to add two more important ones because they definitely add to the cost of living, and those are phone bills and water. Accommodation. So apartments here in Chiang Mai vary from, I'd say, $80 US or 2,500 baht up to 18,000 baht, which is around $500 a month. So for the room that I'm currently living in, I pay 4,200 baht per month, and that is no electricity or utilities included. So with electricity and utilities, I'm guessing it's gonna come out to around 4,500 baht, which is around $140 US per month. Moving on to transportation. People prefer different forms of transportation. Some people own their own motorbikes. Some people choose to take tuk-tuks, which are like the little taxis here. And some people own bicycles. I personally own a bicycle. I think that this is the best mode of transportation because not only is it more environmentally friendly, you are also getting exercise everywhere you go. It's the best way to see a city or a town, and it's also, you don't have to pay for gas. So I invested $360 US in a really nice bicycle here because I'm gonna be cycling a lot. Okay, food. Food is also, it really depends on the person. It depends on if you are vegan or not also. It's really cheap and easy to get really delicious street food everywhere you go here in Thailand, in Chiang Mai especially. And you can easily get a meal for like $1, 30 baht. But if you are vegan, it is a little bit harder to avoid meat and dairy products with street food, like cheap street food. But you can always go to the markets, and the markets are unbelievable here. The fruit and veggie selections are endless, and it's also really affordable. So that's what I do. I go to the market every few days and stock up on fruits and vegetables. And then I also have like a big bag of rice, and I have some oats that I get at the grocery store. So costs for me as a vegan living in Chiang Mai are about 100 baht a day on fruits and vegetables. So that's $3 US. And then about 60 baht per day for grocery bought items like certain condiments or oats or nut milk. So that is $2 US. So in total, my daily budget for food is $6 US, which totals to $180 US per month. Okay, so let's talk about water. Most people here that live in Chiang Mai, I cannot talk today. Most people that live in Chiang Mai that I have talked to, they buy the big 5-liter plastic containers. Here's what they look like. This costs about 42 baht, which is $1.2 US to buy one of these at the store. And to refill them from like one of those water machines, they have them pretty much on every street. It costs 5 baht, which is around 30 cents. So I just refill this container a few times, and then every couple of weeks I buy a new one. So my monthly budget for water ends up being around $6 or 200 baht. Now let's move on to phone bills. So I pay for a weekly 4GB data plan, and that costs me 100 baht per week, which is around $12. Last but not least, extras. So extras for me mean things like occasional laundry services, because most of the time I do it in my bathroom while I'm showering, clothing, toiletries, eating out at restaurants, and toilet paper. And for this, I give myself a budget of 1,000 baht, which is $30 for the whole month. Okay, so if you calculate all of these expenses and put them all together, my monthly budget for life here in Chiang Mai, Thailand ends up being $364. And I will be here for 3 months, so that comes out to be $1,111 for 3 months of life in Thailand. Okay, let's talk about my bank account. So I'm basically gonna give you guys a very transparent amount of information about my bank account. So before leaving on this trip, I had about $7,500. After 3 months of traveling, so 1 month in the Philippines, 1 month in Thailand, and 1 month in Israel, I was down to $5,580. Then I got really lucky. When I visited my grandparents, they ended up giving me $1,000, and I am extremely grateful for this money. So now I have $6,580 in my bank account. So with that money, I plan on surviving for another 3 months in Thailand. Like I said, I'm not going to be spending that much here. And then I plan to fly back home probably to visit my family for a couple of weeks and regather all of my belongings, repack, refresh, and then head off to New York to the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And after that, it's a surprise where I'm going next. I don't want to share it yet because my plans change sometimes. So I don't want to like say something that I'm not going to do. But for now, that's the plan, and I'm almost positive that financially I will be okay, and I'm not worried about my finances right now. I will be worried if I ever go down to around $2,000. That's when I will start getting nervous. For now, that's the information that I can give you. I hope that this video helped some of you guys. I hope that if you are worried about not having enough money to travel, I hope you know that you usually need less than you think you do. And yeah, I truly believe that money should not get in the way of doing what you want to do. And it's not an obstacle. It definitely helps in many situations, but it shouldn't be seen as an obstacle that can't be overcome. I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like it if you did, so that I know that I could make more of these videos. And comment down below if you have any questions for me. And I will talk to you in my next video. Goodbye. Mwah!